What's up, YouTube? What's up, Phoenix fam and everybody else in between? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl Beachphoenix, and for one, y'all, I usually do not be doing my videos and vlogging and stuff while I'm driving, but I decided to pull the camera out because I'm on my way to another movie. Anyway, so I'm going to see the John Wick Ballerina, because I was like, let me go ahead and, of course, I have to keep using it, okay? I don't pay for it for nothing. So I have to keep using my AMC Stubs membership A-list because I got to get my money's worth, okay? I'm on my way to go see John Wick Ballerina. These are just my first reaction before I go. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see some assassin type of killing. You know, I'm just ready to see it because I think it's gonna be good. Of course, I mean, all the John Wick movies are really good. I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see the dynamic with him and her. I really wanted to come into this one blind and not see anybody else's reviews, whether they hated it, they loved it, or anything like that, because I just wanted to come in this one personally. For me, it's not just really for my video. I just wanted to come into this one with just a blind, my own thoughts. So again, y'all, this is me on my way to go see John Wick Ballerina, and I think it's gonna be good. Look, I sound like when people are like, oh, I think you'll be a girl, but I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna definitely keep me interested. This one is gonna be an evening movie, and your girl getting up there. I ain't super old, but I don't really too much like really late movies anymore, because it don't matter how good it is. It put me to sleep sometimes with them nice theaters, rocking recliner chairs, and so I don't think it's gonna put me to sleep. It is a later movie. I'm not gonna lie, it is a later movie, but I don't think it's gonna put me to sleep. But anyway, I'm gonna pick this back up when I come, and I'll give you guys my out of the theater reaction, just scattered thoughts, fresh out of the theater on John Wick Ballerina coming up. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so I'm back, and again, I just seen Ballerina, the John Wick series Ballerina, and this is just my out of the theater, just scattered thoughts. I don't know if I'll actually go and do a detailed review once I'm able to go home and like remember some of the scenes and kills or anything like that. So just my scattered thoughts. One thing I want to say is I mean, I think it could have been better, but it was still an entertaining movie. I definitely see, John Wick is in it, and I see it being like part of that, a lot of the same scenes from the John Wick movies. But what I want to get at, and I mean, I guess I am kind of hesitant of saying it, but that's why I'm talking like this, is because I guess I'm really trying to say it wasn't that good. I mean, it was entertaining. I'm going to say that. It was entertaining, but I don't know if it's just me, but there were some parts of the movie that had me really into it, okay? I do want to say that. But then there were some parts of the movie that I couldn't get over. So some of the scenery just looked too much like fake. And it actually reminded me when you go to these theme parks like Universal Studios or what's the other one? Islands of Adventure and stuff like that. And you go to where they'll have like the Superman side or what would they have, like the Superman, the Joker or something, when they have these type of things, and then like the door will open and then this will open and then the smoke will come, and they put on these like skits. That's kind of what it looked like. There were some scenes where it literally looked like they were at like an amusement park, and they have this little scene set up, and it's just going. Each person goes through, and they get to go through the little thing, and then it goes again. I mean, some of the scenes it gave set. It gave set, but not only a set. I don't know. For me, it made me think of a theme park set, like those sets that they have at a theme park where you're able to go through all this fun part while you're waiting. You're really tracking to go through the line to get on the roller coaster. That's kind of what it gave me. So like I said, on some of the scenes when they looked kind of fake like that, I was so in the fakeness that it kind of took away from the movie. So that's why I say it really wasn't that good, because I understand it's all fake, but that's your job to make it feel real, to look real. When I'm sitting there and I'm at the movie theater, but then it's looking like I'm in the play, I'm at watching a play where it's a set and a prop, and they're just going to wheel it out. And, you expect that at a play. because you use your imagination like that. But when you're in a movie like this, you expect everything to flow and to really look like the scene is real. There were some things that looked really, really fake. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know I don't really have a rating system to say, I don't know, maybe I could make one. Maybe if that's something that I should do, I don't know, leave me a comment and let me know. But I don't really have like a ranking system to say for this. I like to use numbers, I would say. And if it's a really good movie, it's 100%. If it's a bad movie, it's 0%. I feel like this was maybe like a 60. And I think what did it for me, everybody has their own opinion. Again, I mentioned this before. Nobody is right or wrong when it comes to just giving your opinion and your reaction on the movies and your thoughts and, you know, sharing it with people. But I feel like this was like a 60%. But anyway, I don't want to ramble on too much. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to go home. But the last thing I want to say, and I'll be doing another video about this, you never know who you might be resonating with. So even if my video can touch one person, you know, I'm not trying to go viral. That's not the case, because that opens a whole nother can of worms, going viral. That's not what I'm chasing of going viral. I like to have my platform to state my opinion. The main thing I always tell you guys is I'm having fun with it. I'm having so much fun with it. This was always something for me to have fun, to be able to, you know, help some of the anxiety issues that I was dealing with. I can say, you know, you really don't want to talk about stuff like that. That's kind of personal. But first of all, for the audience, for anybody who's not a content creator, please understand that it takes a lot for us to pull up this camera and talk to you guys. Y'all don't know what we be doing in the background to try to get the lighting right, the sound right. I can make a whole video on the times where you decide to pull out your camera and then somebody come walk in the middle of your camera, in the front of your camera, or whatever. So it's like the patience and the time. And then again, the courage to press the record button. All right, so I'm gonna leave y'all with that. We're gonna talk a little later, but I just wanted to get all of that in because, yeah, I'm definitely, I'm loving what Beachphoenix channel has started to do, and the community that we've built. It's not just me, like people help me all the time as far as just supporting me, subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, commenting on my videos, helping me with ideas or, you know, adjustments or feedback, or even those friends, family, whoever, who I had them to hold the camera for me, or send me the footage of when we did this, or I don't know, even borrowing a charger. This just, you know, accolades to everybody who's helped with Beachphoenix channel, everybody who's part of the Phoenix fam. So again, to the audience or anybody who's watching who's not a content creator, please, please, please give us a break. We are trying to just, you know, have fun with it and reach our goals and reach our dreams. And then for anybody who is a content creator, take this advice that I got from somebody else, to not give up. Like, keep going, keep going, keep going. I always say this in some other videos too. Nobody can tell you what your consistency is, but just don't stop. You know, even if you go a whole month without posting, that next month post. You know, anything that you can do to just completely not stop. If this is something that you like, if this is something that you really like and this is your dream, y'all keep going. All right, so we're gonna talk later. Anyway, all right, this has been my review for John Wick Ballerina. Beachphoenix signing out.